So I just finished my 14-mile run, which is the first time in this running series that I have run longer than a half marathon. Today it was really pretty nice weather for running. I got really lucky. I did a nice flat, mostly flat run. I did have a couple of hills and it was just really pretty out. But 14 miles is about the mileage marker, particularly if it's hot out, that I start to think a lot more about what I'm going to bring with me to help with my energy and hydration during and post run. During a run, if it's gonna be really long, I like to bring a water bottle. Nothing sucks than being really far out from anywhere that you can get water and feeling super dehydrated. So particularly if you're running in warmer weather, always bring water for your super long runs, or make sure that you're running somewhere where you have easy access to it. I like a water bottle like this that straps in, because not only do I not have to worry about dropping it, but this one also has a handy pouch. So if I want to bring something like a goo or a gummy or a bar, I can shove something like that in there, or money or a debit card in case I need to stop at a store in an emergency or something like that on my way back from my run. Really useful. As far as like energy bars and shots and stuff go, I'm really into the Cliff blocks. So I think they're fantastic. They're my go-to on race day. That is what I pack with me. If I don't have those available and I'm going out for a really long run, I also will do the Cliff Shot Energy Goos. I know some people prefer these over the gummies. Both of them are pretty easy to eat while on the go. And they all come in a bunch of different flavors. I have strawberry, lemon, lime for my blocks, and I have chocolate cherry. I get a lot of the chocolatey ones with the goo. I don't really like to eat a whole lot before I go running, but if for some reason I do feel like I'm running low on energy or reserves and I need a little something in my system before I run, or if I come back and I just really also need food and want something real quick, I will do an energy bar or protein bar. I like the RX bars because they come with very little ingredients, so they feel pretty natural. They're tasty. A lot of them are pretty tasty. This one's a pumpkin spice. They have lots of different flavors. I also like the Cliff bars. I'll admit that my favorite one is probably the chocolate peanut butter, which I think is actually marketed towards kids, but it's delicious. I also really like to make sure that I always have on hand some sort of electrolyte drink. I have a tendency to take my own electrolyte drink with me on actual race day instead of depending on whatever one that they have on the race, because I'm pretty picky. But I don't usually carry them on my training runs, and instead I will make a glass to replenish during my cool down when I first get home. If you want something that's more natural, I really like the Ultima electrolyte powder. This one is raspberry. You get a fair amount in each one, even though it seems like a pretty small container. It's a powder, so it works just like any other traditional electrolyte drink, but there's no artificial colorings, there's no sugar, no artificial flavor or anything. It's pretty decent for you. There's also always, you know, the traditional Gatorade. As far as Gatorade goes, I exclusively drink the lemon lime in the powder. I prefer to have the powder version versus the pre-made versions, not only because it's easier to stock because it's only one thing or take around when I travel. I don't have to deal with all the extra bottles. I can just put in whatever water bottle I want, and I have a lot more control over how much of the electrolyte powder I have. So again, it's just powder, you mix it in with water. I also just, lemon lime is by far my favorite of the Gatorade flavorings. It's, yeah, it's my favorite of the traditions. Okay, I think it's also the only one that they do in a powder. If you have any recipes or favorite Cliff Blocks or any questions relating to what you eat post or during a run, or any other questions about running or doing really long training runs, go ahead and leave them down below. I will try to make sure that I get around to answering all of them, either through a comment or in a future video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I make a new running diaries video every single Tuesday. Okay, bye!